Hey guys, today is Tuesday, May 12th, 2020. So in my last video, I talked about May 11th for a possible planned event. And it looks like something did happen, as in Wuhan, they reported on May 11th its first virus cluster since the end of the lockdown, which happened over a month ago. It's also being reported that Wuhan will test its entire population of 11 million. So this looks like it could be a second wave. Whether it turns out to be something more significant or not, we'll have to wait and see. Um, but it is interesting since that makes the fourth date relating to 11/5, 3/11, 11/3, backwards, forwards, connecting to the virus. 4 dates. So 3/11 was the pandemic date. Declared by the World Health Organization. And these other two dates correlate with the virus uh, on the Hebrew calendar. I think I talked about those two dates before, but I'm going to go over them again and talk about this 1988 Economist magazine and how it has connected to multiple dates of the virus. So, again, I talk about that 322 Skull and Bones code often, and we see that Economist magazine is 32 years, 2 weeks apart from China when they went on lockdown. It's also 32 years, 20 days apart from the coronavirus task force being established. And here's that first date on the Hebrew calendar, which has the 11/3. It was 11/3 in the Hebrew calendar. So, the 1988 Economist magazine was 32 years, 22 days apart for when the WHO called for a global emergency, and that was 11/5 on the Hebrew calendar. Then on 3/11, it was 32 years, 2 months apart, 2 months, 2 days apart from when the WHO declared a pandemic. And that was 2/18 on the Chinese lunar calendar. And that makes me think about the text alert that arrived on our phones at 2:18 p.m. on October 3rd, 2018. And that date reduces to 1/3/11. Then the stock market bottom connected with that magazine as well. 32 years, 2 months, 2 weeks apart. And now, as I just talked about, 5/11, it looks like we are having the second wave emerging out of China. And so this brings another future date, which is very interesting, because on June 13th, it will be 32 years, 22 weeks, and 2 days after this magazine was printed. And it happens to be 5/11 on the Chinese lunar calendar. So this could be the fifth date relating to 3/11 or 5/11 as a connecting to the virus. We'll have to wait and see, but I'm going to say I believe this is a likely marker point. And I actually have a future date. Just remember this date in the future. I know it's a couple years away, but it's 5/11/2022. And if this current virus goes away, this could be, I don't know. I have a lot of connections for a virus on 5/11/2022. But yeah, just remember that date for the future. So I think that's all I have about for this video. Oh, and just to recap, I talked about this before. I'm looking at May 14th. Just because we have that 9/11 connection to U.S. Cyber Command, the 322 connection to the Department of Energy being founded, the 322 connection to Apple being founded. Yeah, so we'll see if that's going to correlate with a power outage or cyber attack. It's a possible date, but I know in the future we're going to have a big false flag relating to a cyber attack. And I don't know if this is going to be that date. I have a date on 2021, a date at the end of this year. Um, but as I said before, it's likely going to be connected to U.S. Cyber Command, the foundation date. So, all right, guys, I'll talk to you guys next time. Take care.